Hello, this is just a quick video I put together to show you all how I make my glitter coasters. They are made from epoxy and I use FX Premium brand epoxy. You may use any kind if you have some available, or if you don't and you want to get some cheaper epoxy to start off with, you can try Michael's if it's in your city. They have a brand called Alumilite Clear Cast, amazing Clear Cast, and it's pretty cheap. You can also use their coupons to get 50 to 60% off. So epoxy is two parts, part A and part B, and they have to be equal parts. These coasters take a total of 80 milliliters each coaster, so 40 milliliters of part A and 40 milliliters of part B, which I've already been mixing up. This is 160 milliliters of epoxy because I'm making two coasters. You just pour in your glitter into your epoxy. I mixed it up for about 3 or 4 minutes before I poured the glitter in. And you just continue to mix it once you add your glitter. For darker colors, you won't have to use as much glitter because it gives it a really good color. For the lighter glitters, you may have to add a little bit more. Now here I'm just adding in some silver glitter just to give it a little bit more sparkle. I will mix this up several times and add as much silver as I need to add to give it a good coverage that I prefer. This glitter, the silver, is mixed sizes, so there are smaller pieces along with chunky pieces. And the glitter I got from Back Fist Customs, really good glitter. So you just continue to stir up your epoxy until you feel that the glitter, the silver glitter, is mixed in well enough with the black glitter. And once you have it mixed up good enough, then you will pour it into your molds. The molds I ordered off Amazon. They were a set of 6 molds, but there were only 2 in this shape. There were 2 square shapes and there were 2 circles. Also, be sure that you don't have anything in your molds. I think I was pulling out a piece of hair. You don't want something that will be in the mold because then it will form onto the coaster and you won't be able to get it off once it's dry. Just be sure to go from coaster to coaster so that you don't put too much in one and not have enough for the other. So I kind of went back and forth. I normally just do one coaster at a time, but for this video, I decided to do 2 coasters at one time. So I just went back and forth pouring in the epoxy into each coaster. And once you have your molds pretty much filled with the epoxy, then you just want to let them sit and dry. The soonest that I think I've taken any molds out of, any coasters out of the molds were about 6 hours. You can leave it in as long as you need to. They won't do anything. Nothing will happen if you leave them in for a day or 2 days or 3 days. Just try to give them a minimum of 6 hours to dry completely before you take them out of the molds. You should always make sure that you use gloves. I also have a mask that I wear when I mix epoxy. I'm not sure if it can cause any serious health issues. There is a video going around when a lady said that it has caused her serious health issues. I haven't completely watched the video, just bits and pieces of it. But make sure that you wear gloves and a mask for protection. You can have an allergic reaction to the epoxy. So here I am removing the coasters from the molds. As you can see, they come out pretty easily. And there you have it. The final step is to just add your decal, whatever you would want it to say. I use a Cricut machine to cut out my decals, and once I'm finished, I just put a thin layer of epoxy on top of the decals to keep it secured and make sure that it won't come off. Spread the epoxy to each corner. Thanks for watching.